Good morning, everyone. Today, Diệp and I will present about one of the most important jobs in our society, doctors. Our presentation includes 6 parts, which are skills required, qualification needed, equipment, how long it takes to become a doctor, different doctors, and last but not least, how does a doctor contribute to society? To commence with, a doctor needs a wide range of skills in different fields. It is as important for a doctor to be able to communicate well with their patients, carriers, and colleagues as it is to sew up a wound or read an X-ray. It is also important for a doctor to have these skills: a concern for people, an inquiring mind, an interest in people, a rational approach, an open mind, as well as imagination, and ability to handle pressure. They also required to be hardworking, patient, determination, decisiveness, and humility.
Next, qualification needed. To become a doctor, you need to qualify in science, math, health, and further studies. The educational requirements are significant for those who want to become a doctor, but they are not the only requirements necessary. Firstly, pay lots of money in order to become a doctor and attend the various schools involved. Moreover, it's important to stay on top of any new laws, exams, or licensing regulations that might apply. Finally, good grades, a way to fund school, and high test scores. This career requires stamina and great sacrifice. The field is competitive.
Next one, equipment are indispensable for a doctor. They need a lot of equipment like a stethoscope in order to listen to people's heart, or injection to put medicine in people's body, or a wheelchair to carry people around with, and also other things like that.
How long does it take to become a doctor? It typically takes 4 years of undergraduate school to obtain your bachelor, followed by an additional 4 years of medical school and several years of internship before you can use the title of MD. On average, you can take up to 12 years to reach this goal. Keep in mind that doctors are always required to participate in ongoing education to make sure their wellspring of knowledge is current. They have to attend yearly classes, in-service training, and seminars. To be 100% truthful, even after you get your medical degree, you never finish with school.
As you may know, there are many types of doctors which have been received advanced training. So, what they do depends on their field of specialty. So, there are some examples for this. The first one is psychiatrist, who may deal with mental health. The next one is podiatrist, which means foot doctor. The next one is optometrist, eye doctor, dentist, urologist, pediatrician, oncologist, who is cancer doctor. Then we will move to how does a doctor contribute to society. In fact, doctors save lives, but their importance goes far beyond that. Doctors also make a difference by helping patients minimize pain, recover from a disease faster, or to learn to live with a disabling injury. A patient's ability to enjoy life, even if they can't recur, makes a huge difference to them and to their families. If they can go back to work after an illness, that benefits their employer too. And that's only part of what makes doctor important to society.
COVID in Vietnam. When the pandemic reached its peak in Vietnam, Doctors and nurses at the hospital, who are the frontline medical staff, had to work day and night to save the most critical patients. In October, when the number of COVID-19 patients decreased, they were still busy with administering treatment, hoping to improve their condition. Although Vietnam had recorded no community infection for more than 2 months, doctors and nurses are still working hard to treat patients returning from overseas. For example, the patient No 91 is British pilot. Now the presentation is end. Thanks for your watching.